Hello. I decided to finally post this video to YouTube because hey, it's needed. Because like I had given in my updates to my friends on Facebook, no, hardly any trans men talk about this. So I'm going to be one of the very few who actually am upfront talking about this. But I have to be careful about what I say because terms of service and everything. And the reason why I have the pillow, um, two reasons. I just had a relaxation day, didn't feel like putting on my binder, and honestly, due to the surgery, my lower pelvic area hurts. What surgery, you may ask? Um, I honestly had a full hysterectomy with the ovaries removed as well as part of my transition. Also, because of the fact that there is an extremely prevalent case of um, reproductive cancer in my family, um, in both the chest and lower reproductive organs. Sure, testosterone is supposed to lower that risk exponentially. And I have had the BRCA1 and 2 gene testing done. And it came up saying that I did not have the gene. But still, there are still mutations, still random events that could happen that can kick off those things. Like, for example, something else that's going on in my life. My mother had lupus, and recently I went to a rheumatologist because since I went into my first puberty, touch extremely hurt. And recently, the day before my surgery on October 22nd, on October 21st, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And, yeah. And it was said that because of everything, because of the fact my birth mother had lupus, I might have the genetic hereditary markers for having lupus, but I'm not worried about it. I'll deal with that when it gets to that. Like, if it comes to that. Like if that ever activates, because for certain thing for that, like an event like can happen where it's activated, but like for things such as that, if it happens, it happens. I'll deal with it if that happens. But as far as I'm aware, things won't have to stop in terms of my transition. Because for me, the only thing I plan on doing now is getting my top surgery. Because for me, there's only two surgeries I wanted: the full hysterectomy and my top surgery. And just so anyone who is on testosterone and plans on getting a hysterectomy is aware, and who plans on also having their ovaries removed or whatever, who is also on testosterone, like I said, you will have to be on testosterone for the rest of your life. And whoever prescribes you it, they will tell you that. But good thing is, your level, like whatever dosage you're on, will go down. So yeah, that is good. Like if you're on a high dose, like your dosing will go down potentially, depending upon whatever happens with that. Like for me, my dose has to stay at what it's with the gel with what it's at right now to like stabilize, since my body purged the rest of the estrogen, so it's kind of like, oh no, what the heck's going on. But once it levels out to close to what it was pre-surgery levels, it's going to have to be lowered, and I'll probably go back every 3 months to like get that checked out. But one thing I do plan on doing, since I am 27 and I have pre-existing heart conditions, when I am older, I, I told the surgeon who did my surgery, because there actually are studies going on the West Coast, like trying to figure out is like if there's a connection between heart disease, if trans men have more of a chance of getting heart disease than cis men. And I'm willing to be part of that a study to figure that out. Since I have pre-existing heart conditions, sure, I might be an outlier since the pre-existing thing, but hey, I'm willing to be like, hey, guess what? But in terms of like going back to the procedure, for me, it was a very easy process. Sorry, like adjusting myself, because like for me, October 20, like there's a base healing period. Ow. Sorry. Base healing period of 6 months, not 6 months, sorry, 6 weeks. And like all of this can be like double checked with your surgeon and Google. Excuse me. I apologize. I Googled like stuff before I like before I had the procedure, because like I couldn't sleep like in the days preceding it, but then again I have like terrible insomnia and everything. But yeah. That's something I have to deal with. That's part of the fibro and everything. But hey, it's the hand I'm dealt. I'm dealing with it. I live with it. I made peace with it. But yes, no, back to informative stuff. And yeah, yes. How I experienced it, I went in to see the surgeon to have a consultation. The surgeon I met with, she was extremely nice. She was extremely kind. It was honestly very scary for me to deal with, because honestly, for me, I don't really most things don't bother me or cause me dysphoria, except for the like when I had the reproductive organs or my chest. Beyond that, nothing seems to bother me. Like getting misgendered or whatever, that doesn't really bother me unless the person does it on purpose with intent. And then it's like, no, you will not do that. I'll explain to you why you won't do that. And if you continue doing that, then I'll be extremely rude to you. In a very polite manner. Yeah. While making them feel really stupid. But yes. Because even though, yeah, I do have tact, not to toot my own horn, no. I'm not going to go into the ways of how that, no. Because it's going to make me seem like all self-important and pompous, and no. God, no, not going to go into that. God, no. But no, moving on. Basically, I went in. They were very nice. It was kind of scary, because I was at the beginning of October 5th, and it went very well. And then things moved really quick, because I got the call about it, about everything at the end of September. And I was like, holy crap, this is moving along really quick, because I didn't expect things to go like that. I did not expect that. But once things did, they moved really quick. Because, yeah, they did. And, yeah, and I was lucky enough to have my insurances cover it. And both my insurances covered it. I was very lucky to have that happen. And then trying to think, I did not plan this this far, because because I was just going to talk about, oh, this is the healing process. No, I did not. I was like, no, I should probably explain the process of how it happened. So no, I'm just explaining my thought process now. That's why I'm kind of quiet. Petting one of the cats. So, and then mandatory COVID testing. I had to do that like 5 days before, 5 to 7 days, and then I got the results the next day. Negative, of course. But then again, I don't like go out and see a lot of people. And I had the procedure. I definitely opted to stay overnight for the 23rd. The 22nd arrived at, I woke up in the morning. Well, actually, no. On the 5th, I received the packet. I signed the papers. I was given one of the papers that said, like, if they aren't able to do it laparoscopically, if they have the permission to like do it the other way, and I definitely signed it, because one of my people warned me, like, oh no, if you don't sign that paper, they will wake you up and they will explain to you why they woke you up, and they'll have you sign that paper. Because they had that happen to them for another procedure. I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to sign that paper. But no. Then they also gave me a wash to do to sanitize the area. That wash is definitely important. It smells weird. It feels weird. It's definitely important, though. And then the 22nd came. My people, my friends, basically family, they came and brought me on the 22nd at like 10 a.m., really early to get there at 10 a.m. And then I walked in alone. Had to, because of the restrictions, especially in the area that I live. Walked in. I kind of was lost, since I never went to that hospital for anything like that. Least of all, any procedures like that. And then I found out where I was supposed to go. Went to where I was supposed to go, waited for a bit, and then I walked down a really long hallway, peeked my head into the wrong area, apologized to the person who was just relaxing, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, and then I went to the right part, got all settled in, and then I was given more stuff to sanitize myself with, which is completely understandable, especially the nature of the surgery. And especially the nature of the times. And of course, throughout all this, I was wearing a face mask that the hospital had given me, because instead of wearing the one I walked in with, they try to give they give people, like, since it was outdoors, they give the people who walk in, like, ones that were already in the hospital, which makes sense in terms of like contamination risk. And then I discovered that I'm extremely allergic to like stuff, to the wipes that are supposed to sanitize the skin for surgery. I was like, oh crap. And then the surgeon, she was like, oh, in order to like sanitize the area, we'll use a wash instead of wipes. And I was like, oh, that's good. And then they put in the IV. I still somewhat have the mark because really fair skin. I bruise easily. But yeah. It takes me a bit to heal from bruising, but hey, it's all good in terms of that. At least they're able to get things done. And then I discovered one of the medications that could be used for the fibromyalgia is not good for me. It's not good for me at all. At least I discovered that when they were preparing me for the surgery. So that actually helped me be out of it even more instead of me being in pain. So that kind of really helped. And then the anesthesiologist, they were amazing. I regret not remembering their name, but then again, considering what was happening. And then I was given a survey recently via email, and I was like, they were the best. They majorly helped calm my anxiety. They were like one of the best parts of everything. And then the only thing I remember about everything was them saying, you won't remember any of this. Because I was talking to them about something, and then that's the only thing I remember. Because I remember I was being sassy as crap about something, in a friendly way, but not yeah. Also, like everyone was super friendly. Also, they also had these weird gowns that like they put a tube in and like it warmed, like it blew warm air and like that was warming instead of like giving people blankets or sheets or whatever to warm them. It was like, oh, that's a cool thing. Yeah, it was really freaking cool. It was really cool. But yeah, and then I woke up later that day and I was like, oh, pain. And yeah, catheters are not fun. They hurt to have taken out. Like, they took it out while I was asleep, but still. The after effects hurt. Like, it was really achy and sore and everything, like, right after, but then again, it was right after. Like, the night of the 22nd, it was not a good time, but I was super tired and everything, but then again, a lot of pain medication. And going into the 23rd, it got better, still a lot of pain. And then I was able to go home the afternoon of the, like, mid-morning afternoon of the 23rd. And, yeah, the hospital had prescribed me, like, 4 different pain medications. One of them I couldn't take because it, I guess, interfered with my other medications. One of the other medications I refused to, like, I only took once, but then stopped because I don't like narcotic medications. I do not like how they make me feel. And the other two, Tylenol and another medication that could be used for fibro. They were what I subsisted on. Yeah, they majorly helped me. And yeah, they got me through. Yeah, they majorly helped. And they majorly helped. And it also helped going into this, the fact that in the past, when I was a teenager, due to when I was a teenager, I already had like a surgery in that area due to a cyst in my fallopian tube area. So I already knew what sort of pain to expect. I didn't go into this completely blind. It's just I didn't expect the intensity of this pain. But yeah. Beyond that, I've been healing up nicely. I did have to go to the emergency room on the 25th of October because there was major bruising that I didn't expect, which was completely normal that the surgeon had forgotten to tell me about. Could be a possibility. Oh, yes. They also injected a blood thinner. I forgot to mention that. Because I was like so out of it due to the other stuff that had happened. It was really freaking weird to experience like at the time, and it kind of like the memory is kind of like ooh. But yes, and I'm really grateful to like all the staff and like the surgeon and like everyone at the hospital for like everyone was so pleasant and like so nice, and yeah, they were so nice. Even the respiratory person, she was really nice too. Like when she was setting up my CPAP, which I actually am not currently using because it hurts my lungs. Because I think I lost too much weight for it to be effective at its current pressure. But that's not what we're talking about here. Moving on to what's expected, what I experienced for myself during healing, which might not happen to you if you decide to opt for the surgery. Bleeding is always an expected part of healing. The amount of blood is dependent upon the person. It honestly really messed with me. It really messed with me. Because I have not gotten my cycle since the beginning of 2018. And the fact that suddenly it's like, oh, guess what? This is going to be a thing. But then again, I knew from the beginning, judging from what was online and what the surgeon was going to said, from what cat hair. And I can't do any editing because last time I edited, I ended up trimming too much stuff off, and I ended up having to scrap the whole video. It was not a good time. I was so frustrated at the after effects of that, and I did not want to. I didn't know how to like get the video back. So yeah, no. Moving back on from that. Yeah. Basically, there will be good days of pain. There's going to be bad days. There's going to be days where you're going to want to sleep, and that's okay. That's expected. No matter what, do not lift more than 10 pounds. There are internal stitches. I had the laparoscopic version of the surgery. If you have the other version where they actually open you up, I'm so sorry about that little gesture I made, but yeah, no, that's basically what it is. But no, if you have the other version, you have different stuff. But no, the laparoscopic one, you have internal stitches. From how the surgeon basically bluntly said it to me, don't lift more than 10 pounds, your organs are going to fall out if the stitches rip. She was very blunt with me from the get-go because she knew she could. Because basically, when I asked her about the risks for the surgery, she told me them, and I basically asked her, in case of any of that happens, can it be fixed? And she said, yes. And I said, let's do this then. And no, I'm not going to say those risks here, because that may deter some people from getting it if they want it for their transition, because at some point, due to the testosterone, because the organs sit there and they basically are rotting due to their non-usage. At some point, a hysterectomy may or may not be necessary for your health. As far as I'm aware, at some point a hysterectomy may become necessary for your health. I could be wrong on this. I could be misguided. But as far as I'm aware, it could be necessary and mandatory for your health at some point during your transition. And I'm only like close to 3 years in, and I decided to opt for it now because it's the more physically taxing of the two, as far as I'm aware. Because I know that the top surgery, I'm not going to be able to lift my arms above my head or more than 5 pounds, which means I know I'm not going to be able to lift my cats, and they're more than 10 pounds. they're they're between 10 and 15 pounds due to the fact they're half Maine Coon. They're handsome boys. They're really handsome cats. I'd show you one, but he's sleeping. They're both sleeping. They're both in their little kitty nests on my bed. That's basically where I'm hanging out right now. I've been taking it much easier in the final almost 3 weeks, because basically I have my final appointment with the surgeon on December 7th to be cleared for like regular exercise and stuff. That's that. But basically, if anything goes wrong in terms of, oh no, this is going wrong, there's more pain than there should be, or oh no, the incision isn't healing as it should, or this happened, or this happened, or this happened, or oh no, the bleeding that I thought had stopped is suddenly bright red, because that's a major thing. If it's bright red, go to the ER, because it's never supposed to be bright red. If it's bright red, go to the ER. Sorry to laugh, but no, it's never supposed to be bright red. And I don't think there's any videos, as far as I'm aware, any videos across this whole platform. I could be wrong. I hope to the universe I am wrong about the fact that no other trans guys are being as open about this. I hope to the universe I am wrong. I hope I am not an anomaly in this. Because, yeah, no. Oh, yeah. But I do wish you guys to stay safe and whatever. And I do wish you guys luck. Gonna pet Killmonger. He's home closest to me. Voodoo's all the way at the end of the bed. Oh, he's smiling. Actually, you know what? You usually wake me up at 6 a.m. You get to be on camera. Yeah, it's kind of dark in here. Wait, let me see if I can mess with the brightness. There, messed with the brightness. Hello. There are things you can do later on in your healing that you can't do way at the beginning, but then again, you won't want to do it way at the beginning. And why are you stepping on my legs? Well, it's because the pillow's in the way and you want to sleep on it. Well, I'm sorry. The pillow is helping me not feel as much pain right now. Oh, yes. You can't take baths. You can take showers. You can't take baths until after the final appointments. It kind of sucks. Please don't be nibbly right now. You're not going to get treats yet. They get nibbly when they want treats. Plus, he's probably a little frustrated I decided to wake him. Well, considering the fact they love to wake me at 6 a.m. Oh, he went back in his little nest. Good boy. They're good boys. And Voodoo's all the way at the end of the bed. Oh well. Today you are the spokes cat. Another day Voodoo shall be. No. I shall not bite my finger. Then again, I did recently finish eating pizza. But anyways, moving back to this, I apologize for the little distraction, but figure little intermission for showing off the cats. But yeah, no, I might do another video to where I actually introduce the void kittens and talk about them, but that's going to be another thing, more of a fun thing. But no. Moving on. Can't take a bath, can't lift more than 10 pounds, which means due to not being able to lift more than 10 pounds, you can't do your own laundry if it's more than 10 pounds, you can't take out your trash if it's more than 10 pounds, you can't lift kitty litter, you can't buy your own kitty litter or lift it if it's more than 10 pounds. I can't have it in my mouth. Haha, sorry. You can't carry your own groceries if they're more than 10 pounds. You can't carry your own stuff at all if it's more than 10 pounds. Technically, you aren't supposed to be alone at all in the first few days. But unfortunately, no one really helped me. But then again, that was the hand I was dealt, and I still managed. And I am taking the time now to make sure I rest as much as I can to be able to make sure I heal the way I should. And I am going to heal the way I should. Oh, yes, positive thinking. Not that, oh, I'm going to, not that, good, not the, I know most people hear positive thinking and like grimace. No, like believe in the fact that you are going to make it through the surgery with no complications. Believe in the fact that you'll heal from the surgery with no complications and nothing will go wrong. And nothing will go wrong. Believe in everything that, believe in your body's ability to heal correctly and nothing will go wrong. I know it sounds kind of silly, but that's basically what you're going to have to do for all this, or else crap's going to happen. Bad things are going to happen. Because basically the human mind is a powerful thing. If you believe something bad is going to happen to your body, something bad is going to happen to your body. Because no, I'm not going to say that here because some people might actually be dumb enough to do it. So no. Sorry. Sorry if you hear thumping. I do have neighbors, and they really suck. I actually will be moving soon. It's just a matter of, oh no, I can't lift more than 10 pounds. It's really frustrating. It's going to get very frustrating, the ability to not lift more than 10 pounds, but you have to stick to it. I'm only able to lift my cats, who are barely over 10 pounds, in quick bursts and put them back down. Or get them to where I'm getting them to, because one is 12 pounds and the other is 11 pounds. They're barely over the 10-pound mark. And yeah, that's still not good for my body. I can't carry them around like they want me to. Because of this, they've been really clingy a little bit, but that's okay. They're worried for their papa. But more serious stuff. Covered the bleeding, covered, yes, drawstring pants, or make sure you have comfy pants. First few days, you might not want to wear a binder. It wasn't until I had the first visit that I asked, or if you have like a full binder that goes down to where it covers the surgical area. Like, I have binders like that. So it wasn't until the first visit with the surgeon after the procedure that I asked if I could wear my binders again. And she was like, oh yeah, sure. It was a good thing you asked. But yeah, that's basically what I did. And it depends upon how your procedure went, what happened with you, if there were any complications. But basically, go with what your body does. Go with what you're comfortable with for that. Just because something works for me and worked for me doesn't mean it's going to work or works for you. Just because I experience different results doesn't mean crap. Like, for me, because I had past laparoscopic surgeries, I'm going to like not lift up the shirts because I'm wearing two shirts. I usually wear an overshirt, an undershirt, and a binder. And if I feel extra fancy, I have like another shirt over this, like a an unbuttoned button-up shirt. But yeah, she did it one here and two are on the belly button, like on the through here. That's basically where she did it. Because I had past laparoscopic surgeries because I had my gallbladder removed and the cyst. Yeah. She had to make sure there was no scarring, which thankfully, because the surgeries I had were when I was a teenager and because I was very lucky with healing, there was no scarring. Sorry. I've been talking for a while. I usually don't talk that much. Especially like this, when it's very serious. Usually I tend to make more jokes, which I'm trying to stay serious and just be informative. But yeah, no. Basically, there's going to probably be 3 incisions, 3 to 4. Usually one in the belly button and then 2 along in that area. But for me, because of the fact that she had to check and make sure if there was scarring, that's why there's one up in my ribs area. Up in my rib area. But, yeah. That's basically why. It's seriously, it's bath time for you. He's like laying here bathing himself wetly. Yes, I said something. Don't lick the blanket, please. I know it's fuzzy, but come on. Kelly's being weird. You cute little weirdo. Yes. Anyways. Okay. Explained about the incisions. Okay. Yeah. Basically, when you do take a shower, don't scrub at them. Do not scrub at them, because there will be stitches. If you scrub at them, you will hurt yourself. You're supposed to like lightly wash them. And lightly dry them. Like dab at them. Don't do it with a ton of force. Trying to think what else I found. Basically, during these 6 weeks, you can't exercise. You aren't allowed to exercise. Basically, you're supposed to just take it easy and relax. And that's really freaking hard for me to do. But one of the things that is recommended, walk around. It's going to help with the pain. Do not overdo it though. Walk around, like crouch down if you have to pick up stuff. Crouch down to pick up stuff. Do not bend at the waist to pick up stuff, because that will cause dizziness, from what I found. That will cause dizziness and like majorly bad things. That's what I've discovered. Those are my experiences, but then again, I also have like inner crap. Hi. You want to hold my hand? No, you don't. And you want to wash your hand. You want to wash your paw. Yeah. My room's a little messy due to the fact that I have to do laundry. Or else I'd show you guys the sleeping Voodoo and the fact that Killmonger is washing his paws. No, he actually is. His front paws. He was he was allowing me to hold his front paw while he was washing the other one. It was rather cute. Trying to think. I think that's all that I can think of for that. That's not going to break TOS. Because the other thing will break TOS. So, yeah, not going to need to talk about that. But basically, talk to your surgeon during consultation. Ask all the questions you can think of. And after, get a list of what you can and can't do, if you can think of it, after your surgery. Make sure to make a list of your questions and make a list of the answers. If you can think that far ahead, okay? Or at least summarize in a way that you can understand, because that is very important. From what I understand, due to it being, depending upon what you're getting it for, Like, in terms of transition stuff, a full hysterectomy, um, I like had to Google like what the difference is between the different versions. Like, from what I understand, a full one removes the cervix and the uterus, and I also had the ovaries removed. So yeah, that's all fun. And beyond that, I'm not gonna have anything else done down there, because for me, that's going to cause more dysphoria. That's actually going to legitimately cause major dysphoria, because adding anything down there that I actually can't feel to use, that's gonna suck. That's all I'm gonna say to dance around everything, because this is already gonna be a tricky video. Not that I plan on really doing anything with my channel beyond informing people of crap. Not that this whole topic's crap or anything, but basically being super casual. And that's not on my door. So no need to worry. Not on my door, and it seems like whenever I'm doing anything, it's like, oh my, let us make a crap ton of noise. But anyway, but no, they've been really good so far today. Not like really good as in like really good about like being quiet today, which is really freaking appreciated. And then again, I don't think they like the downstairs neighbors have been. No, they've been home. They've just been doing their own thing. As a vibe in. Which is amazing. But anyways, I've rambled on long enough. Like, if I knew how to edit, I'd probably snip off that. But hey, I don't know how to do it properly. And I honestly don't have the patience to learn. Or at least not using the program that I had. And hey, at least I admit I don't have the patience to learn. Even though that's a matter of obtaining the patience to even try and stuff, or like being able to learn and stuff, and like sitting down to learn. It's just right now, it's not a good time. But anyways, I'm done rambling. Holy crap. Almost an hour of this stuff. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully it gave you confidence. Hopefully it helped you out in some incremental way. But yeah, no. Have a great whatever time of existence it is where you are. And yeah, here. Have a look at Killmonger. Don't step on the keyboard, Killy. Good boy. Yep. See ya. I will probably post something when I'm actually, after I actually have my final appointment, to give you all an update on what that's like. Or I might just give an update, or I might just have a video in between and be like, here's an introduction to the cats. I don't know. My videos are completely random and whenever the heck I feel like posting something. But no, this video was important to post since it's been almost a month since I had the surgery. The 22nd will be a full month. So, yeah. I keep delaying this because I am nervous. But yeah, no. Have a great whatever. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Bye.